In this video, I'm showing you guys the most overly finished and most extravagant granny flat in Pretoria East. So Dupie normally on site gives us these extravagant ideas or finishes that he wants to put in a project, which normally costs like what, 600, 800 rand a square, and I normally 2,000. I normally just say no, it's not in budget, can't work. And then he started his project of his own flat, little garden flat, and literally with all the finishes. It did come out really well. So you're going to take us on a tour?
Yeah.
All the way through. Right as you come in, there's features. There's these, what do you call these? Off-shutter concrete tiles.
Off-shutter concrete from float concrete.
Float, okay. It's a tile, right?
Yes, it's a tile and it looks like concrete. It's about 12 mil thick and it's super heavy. 20 kgs per tile. But
better than physical off-shutter concrete, because that would have made it too thick.
Yeah.
A new wall, yeah. So very well finished, I think. It really works well, and I think the reason all the finishes work together is probably because they're all kind of in the same tone, right? Yeah. It's all dark, black, moody, greys, but it works really well, and I think the greenery gives it a bit of life. Yeah, and then as soon as you come in, you built this kitchen from scratch.
Yes.
It's a little bit wider of a top.
Yeah, 900 top.
Is that because you had limited space in lengthwise, so you added the depth?
Yeah, so the top cabinets had to be 600 deep.
Not 400 or 450 as normal, right?
Yes, 600 because of the microwave and stuff.
Okay.
And then 900 at the bottom so that you don't hit your head when you clean stuff.
Okay, fair. And 900 is normally kitchen island size.
Yes.
But you have that space behind the zinc, so as extra space, and also workspace that's additional.
And it created a small seating area.
Okay.
And then this is obviously 600 deep, and then you have your
dustbin on the side, very nice. A lot of drawers. This is also slightly angled, right? So you had to build it in place.
Yes.
Okay. Is the kitchen also bent a little bit, or cupboards going back, or is it just the back inside of the cupboards?
Back inside.
Okay. Very nice.
But and then nothing was 90 degrees in this room.
So you had to build everything custom on site.
Yep.
That's how long did this project take? I remember you saying to us, what was it like? I'm gonna end this December.
Yeah.
And that was on the November.
Next year.
Late November last year. Yeah, just a year. But it's because of all the detail, right?
Yes.
All takes extra time and effort. Stop and start, waiting for money again.
Yep.
Okay, let's go through. What is this? Black
this is
mix. Is it mix?
Scheme.
Black mix cement.
Midnight charcoal color.
I missed the Kit Kat tiles, right?
Yes.
It's Kit Kat in black as a backsplash, matte black Kit Kat.
Yep.
And it's also in the bathrooms, I assume.
Yes.
So you did repeat certain elements throughout. It's not just a feature and another feature and another feature. They're all repeated well. And cabinetry, matte black as well.
Matte black from PG Bison.
Is that the base? If you don't know what to make it, just make it matte black.
Yeah.
That's from a few years at Big Pond.
That's one of the colours that I pitched for one of the Big Pond projects, but it was a bit expensive, so I ended up...
Because these cost like...
4,000 rand a board.
4,000 rand a board.
It's 1,000 rand a board.
It's just 4 times the budget.
Yeah.
And these are...
Custom made from HDS wood in Silverton, and it's aluminium
framed with a light tint. That's beautiful.
And I've got LEDs at the back so it shines up the inside.
At the back and the bottom of the... Oh, very nice. So it shines back up.
Yes.
That's very good. What is this?
I have them in all of the...
I remember this. This is your overkill...
This is my herb grower. Microgreen herb grower. And I think it looks
So when I said all the features, that's one of the... excessive features, right? How many of you have a herb grower in your garden flat? Let me know if there's somebody comment.
And then just one thing about this kitchen is it's a bit high. So
it works for
people, you? Yeah, for me it works. But even for the top one, I have a little step ladder
that pops out of the cupboard. Okay, that makes sense.
For the top ones, but yeah, so for normal length people, it's a bit
high.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I see recessed lighting in the ceilings, completely rhino lighted ceilings as well, so very smooth. And then this, is it an LED strip that's also recessed into the ceiling?
Yeah, flush with the ceiling.
So you drop the ceiling from what it was, or
a little bit?
Okay.
Tiny bit, and then you'll see the walls aren't 90 degree.
Yes.
So
you replicate the line.
Yeah,
I
this
like
one
that. Yeah.
Goes with the kitchen, and then this one with that wall. So
very
it's probably
nice.
about 70 degrees, 80 degrees.
Yeah. But you literally followed the lines of the building that you had.
Yep.
And then desk space, workspace, all built in. I see very nicely floating monitors on the wall.
This is why
plenty of plug space.
So that's where I
spent most of the money as well.
Basically, yeah.
I assume these bent monitors, they're not bent, but Alienware monitors are probably not cheap. No. Dual monitors. And onto a massive TV.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
That was the first thing I bought before I ran out of budget.
The TV?
The first
Did you buy that before the herb grower?
Yes. Okay. No, both on the same weekend, Black Friday.
Last year. Yes. Almost Black Friday again. Very nice styling, I must say. See little cores.
Also recessed lighting.
Recessed lighting
everywhere.
Very nice. Also a shadow line, right?
Yes.
You didn't do a traditional.
Shadow line.
You didn't do a traditional bent corners with a
shadow line everywhere. That's why the ceiling
very
is
nice.
Lower.
Very nice.
A new ceiling.
Oh, to drop it. Yeah, that makes sense. Floor tiles, very plain, light grey.
Very plain.
Safe. Very good.
Skewly tiled. Doesn't follow any line.
Oh, because of the odd lines,
it's quite. I was on vacation and I came back and it didn't follow that wall's line. Not this wall, it was just randomly tiled.
They just drew a line and said, let's do it. But that's what happens if you're not on site, right?
Yeah. So I was not the happiest when I came back.
Very nice. Couch, custom built for the space.
Custom built.
Very nice. Very nice, very expensive. 2.98.
Yes.
Very good.
It was 3
sectional.
Meters, but we had to squish it in.
Okay. Works. It works. It looks like it's built for the space, so it did the job.
Yeah.
Cables coming down as like a little just dividing of the spaces, right?
Wall divider. I didn't really want to put too much wood here.
Yes.
So I wanted to do.
Because that's what you normally would design in a space like this. It's like a slatted wood or something. Yeah.
So I just wanted to try these cables. They normally do it on floating stairs.
And I remember this was quite difficult.
This was super difficult. This beam is hollow.
Okay.
And it pulled out the beam the first time. We suspended the cables, so we had to redo everything. And then the cables weren't lined up, so we had to redo it a second time. And then at the end we got it right.
Well, it looks like it worked. I know this was like way too much work for what it. You would probably not do this again. No, but it works in the space. Behind the headboard or the built-in headboard is what do you call this again? Like a slatted.
Some more composite cladding.
Composite cladding, very nice. And again with a recessed ceiling again to create something.
More of a bulkhead, yeah.
Or a bulkhead, yeah.
Quite a bit,
because again you have a recessed track.
Yeah.
Lighting track built into the bulkhead then, and the bulkhead is because you dropped it down.
Yes.
And is there a reason for that, or was it just styling?
Wanted to make the curtains go all the way up, but I couldn't find long enough curtains, and I didn't have time to
have custom made. Okay.
So I ended up just hanging them a bit lower.
You mean you didn't have time in the year? No, well, I think.
But I think it looks okay.
It looks really good, and I think there's a. When we imagine new projects, we want to get everything perfect, but there's a sense of that achieves what it needs to achieve, and it's good enough almost, you know.
Yeah.
And we never want to just settle, but it's really, you know, you almost want to be honest with yourself and say, okay, this is really good enough, it's fine.
Yeah.
A lot of greenery, right? Because when you have these greys and woods and blacks. You need
kind of
that
looks
greenery
like a prison
too.
inside, so you need a bit of greenery just to make
Prison.
it depressing.
Very
And
nice.
then, I don't know if you remember, but the bed was built out of
That's
two
a DIY.
beds. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 single beds.
It's the one
together.
DIY you did.
Yeah.
We did.
And then drawers.
We bought these from a very like vintage house. Actually,
Yeah.
more than vintage, probably antique.
Yes.
And they've got drawers underneath
Yes. So most of
Yeah.
my extra stuff I just put under there.
in the bed because
Yeah.
storage is very important in a small place like this. And you did it well with the kitchen, but that bed storage is just a nice
It's
to
just
have
difficult
extra.
to get out, so it's almost like a time capsule. It's
Okay.
Stuff under there that I don't need for a year or two.
One day you'll take it out and remember, oh yes, this is where I left this. And then cupboards. This is not the standard matte black, or is it?
It is.
It is. It does reflect different here than there, and that's probably from all the light from the side,
Yeah.
right?
All
Very
the
nice.
spotlights.
And then show us your bathroom. I love what you did in there.
So firstly, you've got a sliding door here with magnets to close it nice and tightly.
Okay.
Then
More
this was-
cupboards to the left and
Yeah.
on top as
more
well.
storage here.
Again,
all the way
utilizing quite a lot of it, right?
through. And then
Yeah.
here's why I said and put on my shoes. So I've got all my shoes in here, more shoes there, and it's quite nice just to sit there and put on your shoes in the morning. Then here on your right, you'll see my floating toilet, and then with some accessories at the back, and also a spotlight. And then I put a custom-made shower screen, just so it doesn't splat everywhere. If
With
you
like
shower.
a cottage pane, right? That's why you had to make it custom, is because
Yes.
of the blocks and all of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think I'll do this again because everything fell off. I don't know what silicone the installer used, but didn't last very long.
I must say, I do love how you're saying, I won't do this again on a
Yeah.
few of these things, because
Most of the
you got out a lot of that enthusiasm that you had to design crazy things and go with it from scratch. Again, a lot of mix cement and Kit Kat tiles in here.
Yes.
Massive shower head.
Yeah.
That's a proper rain shower. And then this little vanity feature as well, right?
Yes, floating vanity, just so that the water doesn't hurt the wood.
At the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Very nice. And a freestanding tub with a very nice high mixer.
And then from Concrete Corporation.
And then again, you use the windowsill for shelving as well, which
Yes.
is very nice. Yeah.
And then also a cavity cut into this wall. I put all of my soaps and everything.
Yes, I think that's called, can't remember, we'll put the name down here. There's a real designer word for it, which I can't remember.
This particular one I just saw on Pinterest. I was like, I want to do that.
Something like
myself.
that. Very, very nice. Is there anything else that we missed that you really spent a lot of time or effort on?
Something that I'm gonna spend a lot of time on is this is folding and stacking door. And then probably beginning next year I'm gonna build a deck here. It's gonna go out 2.5 meters all the way to that
to the
TV
second
wall.
yes.
And then I'm gonna build a little roof here, like
So a little
suspended
entertainment
roof.
area.
Yes.
Very nice.
So it's gonna be like 4 chairs there outside, and then my dry area there at the back, and then a small, almost like a hammock type of thing. I'm gonna throw pillows on, and then I can just lie on the floor.
Do you already have the renders for that?
Yeah.
We'll show you guys. Is that it? What did we miss? Did we miss anything cool? Nothing else?
No, that's about it.
Because there's really a bunch of features in here, so I just want to make sure. No, I think this is how you overspend and over capitalize completely, but end up with this super nice granny flat. I would have loved to have this when I was, what are you now, 23? When I was 23, I would have loved to stay here. This is the perfect bachelor pad. And like always, like, subscribe, share, do all of those things. What else? Did I miss something? Ring the bell.
No.
Press the bell for notifications. You can also follow Big Pond Pixel on social media. All of his designs are on there, the stuff he does for Big Pond and the stuff he does for other clients and for himself. Cheers.